Yo, yo, what's up with it? What's up with it? Back with another reading. This going to be a reading. What to expect for the month of May. Yeah, to expect for the month of May. I had to make sure I had that written down. All right, so quick shuffles. Hey, what's up, Melanie? What's up, Betsy? How you feeling? Hey, Gen C. Oh, got a bunch of decks today. What's up, C Mac? Hey there, Horsey. What's up? Your blood. Hey, Linus. Oh, dang. It is Friday, too. It is. It almost felt like a regular day to me. I was like, oh, it's just a regular day. I didn't even really think about it being Friday until I went to the gym. And everybody was like bullshitting around. And I was like, oh, okay, I forgot. It's Friday. It makes sense. Everybody was just like, some people was giving it their all. I give it that. Some people was giving it their all, but majority of people in there were just like fucking around. They just came to say they come. You know what I mean? I'm just here so I don't get fined. That's all. That's the only reason they showed up. So nobody get on their back about it. All right. So I turned my AC off so that way y'all could hear me. What's up, Kimmy? Turn my AC off so y'all could hear me because that fan is real loud. But if I start sweating, I'm gonna turn that thing back on. Let me open this window. Hold on. I don't know. It might make it hotter though, but we'll see. It's starting to cool down, so hopefully we'll see how it works out. Anyway, are we going forward or backwards? I think we're going forward. I think we're going forward. Let me look. If Libra was 37, so we had to went backwards. Yeah, we went backwards. All right. What's up, man? All right, so we're going forward today. Let's get it. Hey there, love Maya. All right, so we're going forward. All right, so Aries, what can you expect for the month of May? All right, so there may be a confusing connection that you guys may have. It may be also a little more like a romantic, sexual thing, or this could be like unexpected attraction that you guys may have, or somebody may have towards you. Could be an obsessive partner. Could be a Pisces so far. All right. Also, you guys may be just delving into your spirituality or delving into your subconscious a little bit more, like becoming a lot more intuitive, just kind of knowing, like, so with Lilith, it's having to do with like human nature. So you guys may have more of like an innate understanding of human nature, the way that people think. We got third house here, which has to do with the way that you process communication or information. So the way that you think, the way that you communicate, the way that you talk to people, the way that you listen, you know what I mean? The information that you're able to pick up, that's going to be changing unexpectedly. And we got unexpected here too with the tower. I mean, with this comment. So it says unexpectedly. But I said that before that card ever came out. So that's how good I am. Anyway, so a lot of significant events are going to be happening in May for y'all. So you guys may be getting a lot of communication, a lot of compliments, a lot of flirty text messages, calls, emails, a lot more communication, a lot more short travels, short trips, a lot of different little experiences for you guys to learn from, a lot of different interactions you guys are going to have. All right. And you'll be encountering a lot of people who feel like soulmates because it's Gemini energy. All right, 10 of Pentacles. So you guys may be also spending a lot more money this month. This could be just on bills, could be on like furniture, could be on stuff that you want. 10 of Swords. Also, you guys will be, so you'll also be getting that money back too. There'll be opportunities to make that money back with the 10 of Swords. I mean, with the 10 of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. So you should be hearing communication where you're probably going to have to take action when it comes to your finances, your money. So you guys may be leaving home a lot or being, I don't know, maybe on the go, maybe. Knight of Pentacles. All right, so you guys are getting a new friend or a new acquaintance that's coming in. This could even just be somebody who's going to be patronizing you regularly. Also, it's going to be a mentor or a trainer, or you guys going to be going closer to somebody. You got a lot of different people. We got Queen of Wands, King of Cups, King of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. You guys are going to be talking to a lot of people or interacting with a lot of different people in the month of May. Some of these people are going to be patrons or customers or confidants, friends. All right. A couple of them are going to be romantic interests or people who are like, maybe you have unfinished business with. Some of y'all's past people too that maybe, yeah, and they're going to be coming too. Some of y'all, they're going to probably just be reaching out, just trying to like feel your temperature, see if you still care. They care more than what they do right now. And this is somebody who's still been lingering around. Could be a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Leo, Sag, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Leo, Aquarius, Gemini. So even though I don't got no swords really, I was just noticing that like they're watching you guys. Like maybe watching you guys maybe put things together. They may be watching you guys consistently. It's somebody who watches you guys diligently is going to be approaching you guys. So this could be somebody who's attracted to you, but it could also be somebody who wants to be friends with you, or somebody who maybe wants to help you, support you, work with you, or it's somebody that you guys may want to do that. You guys may be in a generous mood because we got King of Cups and King of Wands. These are mentors, but these are also people who are generous. You know what I mean? So, I mean, there's always something that they can get back in return because that's what the King of Cups is. So normally if they're upright, this would be somebody who would do it out of the kindness of their heart. This is somebody who may be doing it because there's something that they want back. So somebody may be expressing their feelings, emotions to y'all, or you guys may be feeling that way. Like you may not really be open to other people's emotions, other people's, even other people's creativity. Like you may have somebody who comes in to try to inspire you, maybe to do things, to get outside your beaten path or get off your routine or whatever. Like maybe you're like catching up on, let's say, a schedule. Maybe you're becoming a lot more consistent, dedicated to the path that you're on. Maybe you're building more. It's like we're building more of a routine. You guys are gonna be finding a lot more confidence in doing whatever you've been doing regularly. So like your day to day gets easier. You start feeling confident, like, okay, I can do this every day. Thank you so much. Ooh, piece of candy. You know what I mean? Then it's also like, but you won't feel like taking on other people's like emotional baggage. You know what I mean? So this month, you guys will just be doing what you feel like doing without worrying or caring about other people's feelings, because other people may be hurt that you guys maybe aren't as like understanding, you guys aren't as responsive, you know what I mean? So maybe you guys maybe going back and doing other things. It doesn't give like you're distracted, but like a lot of different like unexpected events will be happening where you may have to like change your schedule around a little bit. Like you may already have a pattern, but you may have to like just kind of like almost like a Sagittarian way where say you're doing one thing and you like, I don't know, maybe you have to pick up the kids or you have to go to work and you thought you had timed it out just right or whatever. You just have to like pick back up where you left off at. You know what I mean? So you guys have just been mostly just trudging along this month. You're seeing consistent progress. You know what I mean? Maybe even feeling a little bit overly arrogant, overly confident because of some of the results that you guys are getting or because of some of the responses that you're getting from people. Because people are going to find you guys attractive during this time. So remember I was saying they're going to be flirting with you guys. It's just a lot of unexpected changes. And if they're not necessarily flirting, then they're just doing more communication and talking to you than they normally do. Or you're going to notice that they're doing more looking. So this can even translate into like, let's say on social media where it turns into views. You can be just getting more views. You know what I mean? So any of that. It's just stuff that you weren't really planning for. It's just going to be coming out the woodworks. People pursuing you, friends, women, or people wanting to like hang around or be part of like your, I'm not going to say a close knit circle because it doesn't seem like they want that much intimacy. But it does seem like they're like pursuing or like being a lot more devoted and a lot more passionate to maybe spend time with you or to like just kind of like let you know what's on their heart a little bit. You know what I mean? Like they may care more than what they let on, but like they'll just say it as like a matter of factly. You know what I mean? So somebody's probably been observing you guys progressing slowly, gradually, and they just gonna like say it like, hey, I seen that, I noticed that. You know what I mean? It may be multiple people doing that because we got mad people here. So maybe multiple people doing this to y'all. All right. So also you guys may be doing a little bit more learning because the third house can be about like early education, but I just think of it as like learning something that maybe you guys already knew in the past. You guys may be just like maybe researching, studying up on it, maybe even getting into reading books, maybe just reading online. I don't know. Something along the lines of that. Like you guys will find some type of routine and structure for yourself and it's going to build a lot more confidence. All right. So it could be done with a Gemini, Capricorn, Virgo, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Sag, Pisces, Aries. All right. Yep. So I'm about to say somebody's gonna be trying to help you guys out or try and put you guys in a position to win. Maybe help you guys reach a milestone, something like that. All right. Damn, I should have told you I was gonna be going to like some parties or some events. I did say people was gonna try and invite y'all out though, Aries. All right, anyway, Scorpio. I mean, you guys could be dealing with a Scorpio, but Taurus. So you guys will be doing some type of transformations. This could also be like in your money, in your status. It could be a change, all right, like an unexpected change. Also, this could be like secrets that come out. What we got here? Abundance. So it is unexpected change. Eighth house had to do with other people's money. So there could be an abundance of other people's money coming to you. And then we got Scorpio here again. So maybe over this month, you guys are maybe making more sales, more deals, maybe selling products. I don't know, or just people are just wanting to give it to you. Like maybe they're just finding you to be attractive. We got Scorpio energy here, and we got Jupiter energy. So people may just be finding you guys to be a big deal, or they just be like maybe just abundance and like lucky opportunities and pleasant like experiences are just attracted to you guys during this time. But it also brings in like an energy of like sexuality or sensuality. So maybe you guys are feeling more confident expressing that, showing a different side of yourself that maybe you would have hid before, but now you're feeling a lot more optimistic about maybe like what can come from it. So maybe it's just like you show up more, maybe at work, maybe you show up as like more optimistic, ready to go. You may just feel that. It may just be a feeling of that, but also a feeling like attractive and feeling like assured that you deserve what you want and like almost knowing how to get it or just intuitively feeling like driven to like, okay, I'm gonna make this happen. Scorpio energy makes you a magnet. Yeah, here we go. We got Temperance here. Let's put the deck, Queen of Pentacles here. So you guys will be taking care of your health, or you guys are gonna be seeing results from taking care of your health. This could just be healing too. For like, let's say you had injuries, ailments. This could also be healing in your finances too, because I've seen that Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So maybe you guys are getting better, like maybe being practical with your spending this month, or you guys are just like only focused on like what you need this month. So you may not be like, "What's up, Silent Priestess?" You may not be overspending, or you may be a little bit more frugal this month. So you could be dealing with Capricorn, Virgo, Sag, Pisces, Scorpio. All right. So also with the Temperance here, Queen of Pentacles. Oh no, the Queen of Pentacles are upright. So by the end of this month, you guys would be okay with your money. Your money should be a lot more stable. So you guys would be able to deal with, let's say, unexpected mishaps, repairs, damages, maybe to your apartment, to your car, whatever. You know what I mean? Because Ten of Swords is reversed, so that means the worst of the situation is over with the Queen of Pentacles and the Temperance upright. So I guess if you guys just manage your money this month, you guys would be good, or at least fine. Like over, let's say over the hump next by the end of maybe beginning of next month or by the end of this month. You know what I mean? So that's good because Temperance means that everything's working in your favor. So whatever's around, this could be like maybe friends reach out, but like, yo, I'll give you an extra $40. You take me to the store. You know what I mean? Like this could be anything. Synchronistic moments because of Jupiter being here. Synchronistic moments or great opportunities are attracted or magnetized towards you guys. What's up there? Who that? What's up, Taz? Or Taze? All right. So anyway, I do know somebody's either some of y'all. It's going to be a past connection as well that you guys, because Ten of Swords could be an uncomfortable conversation that you guys may have with somebody. You guys may have to fix them up a little something. You know what I mean? This could be somebody who is looking at you guys now as a trophy, or somebody who's maybe more selfish in the past because the Ten of Swords, Nine of Cups. Because I get somebody looking to heal the previous connection between y'all, which is just like wanting to have an uncomfortable conversation, something that we probably should have said before. So you guys may feel either somebody's going to come back in and you guys are going to have those conversations, or you guys are feeling comfortable enough to have those conversations with the people around you, which could just be as simple as just saying hi. Like maybe you're uncomfortable having conversations with people you don't know. Maybe you're uncomfortable telling people who you do know or don't know. No, you know what I mean? Like Ten of Swords can also be boundaries that maybe you guys didn't know how to assert because it's Saturnian energy. So, and it usually comes from overthinking or feeling like you're wrong, like you bash yourself because it's Saturnian energy too. So maybe you guys are dealing with a Capricorn. I said that already. Capricorn, Pisces. Yeah, we got Empress here too. So you guys maybe be buying new clothes this month. Like it's an abundant period. So that's why I say you guys will be feeling attractive. So this could be anything. You know what I mean? Like you can buy clothes, you can buy furniture, you just buy an abundance of snacks. You know what I mean? Just the stuff that you like. Like I'm about to buy the stuff I like. So it's a good time for a Taurus. You know what I mean? Right now for y'all, you guys be taking care of yourselves. You know what I mean? And just kind of like hold up in your little space, like loving on yourself. You know what I mean? And because of that, it's gonna be attracting like opportunities to get more and possibly some sex. Because anytime I see the Scorpio or the eighth house, it'd be sex. So you guys may have an opportunity to have a little sex. It may be taboo, or it may be with somebody who you guys are viewing as like a big deal, like a life-changing partner. You know what I mean? Like they may be that major in your life or in your like experiences that it causes you to expand and see more or want more out of life. You know what I mean? So like the partners you may attract after this, you may be like, I need them to be like this, have this level of intensity, have this level of abundance, have this mindset or this philosophy of the world. They, you know what I mean? They need to be like big like that. You know what I mean? So the personality or the character traits you're going to be looking for in partners is going to change this month because of the interaction that you're going to have with someone or with yourself. You know what I mean? So, so like an example of that would be like if you start going on a diet, you start eating, you start saving money, you start becoming spiritual, you start cleaning up, you know what I mean, or changing your appearance. You're going to want partners who like resemble that or mirror that. You know what I mean? So that's what it basically is. All right. All right, so we got Sag, Capricorn, Virgo, Gemini, Pisces, Libra, Taurus, Scorpio, Pisces, Sag. All right, it's a good time for good May for Taurus. What'd you say? I just want to take a nice little in the Usher voice. All right, so damn. Gemini, you guys got partnerships, an abundant partnership this month. So it could be an abundance of relationships coming. This could even be an abundance of friends that are coming into your life. Or you guys would be connecting with like people who are major, big time, you know what I mean? Or people who would be pivotal friends, you know what I mean? These can even be life partners or like romantic partners because it's 7th house, but it don't have to be. So it could be a Sag, could be a Libra or a Pisces that you guys are dealing with. So important partnerships are coming. Some of y'all is going to be a renewal to one that ended. All right. Yeah, it's going to be healing. All right. So this could also just be like you guys are healing insecurities. And that might be what's bringing friends around, partnerships around. You know what I mean? I think, yeah, that makes sense because you know why? Because I think it was yesterday or the day before, I was talking about y'all learning how to like confront issues, which don't always mean it's a bad thing. This could just, like I said, be almost like Taurus where you're saying hi to people. You know, maybe you're being a little bit more social. I know Gemini is a sign of being social. But some of y'all be shy or some of y'all overthink what you're going to say to people. And that's normal for Gemini. So some of y'all are healing that aspect, you know what I mean? And starting to dive deeper into your psyche and starting to like question why. Maybe why you've been afraid of doing certain things. Why were you afraid of uncertainty? Why you were afraid of vagueness? You know what I mean? Why were you afraid? Like, what are your fears? You're going to be confronting those in May, you know what I mean? And it could be but through the arrival of friends or partnerships who are going to be important to y'all this month. So it could also be a lot of negotiations, could be some deals, could be some contracts you guys are signing. It could even be like you guys are actually creating a stable connection, you know what I mean? But it could also be a healing. So let's say that you guys had an ending, you guys could be healing it. You know what I mean? Maybe there was confusion between the both of y'all. You guys maybe didn't speak about it. Maybe you both feel insecure about like mentioning it. There's going to be a powerful change or a powerful transformation in the connection between y'all because of that. All right. So maybe what was confusing or what was vague at one time or was just maybe hard to interpret or understand from this person is going to be a lot more clear. Or at least they're going to do their best to try to like approach you with the situation. Could be a Leo, could be Aquarius, could be an Aries. I've seen the 4 of Wands, so it's going to be somebody who's going to be devoted to reuniting with you guys. Could be a Gemini. Some of y'all, you guys had a sexual connection, casual connection, or you just never built trust with them. That's going to be happening, but because the Lovers is here, that means that you guys are going to be cycling through partners, which could just be like customers, friends. Like I said, it could be deals. It could be any of that. Like some of y'all, it's because of your artistry or because of your creative potential. And your artistry could be anything. You may run a business and maybe you guys are good at making Canva flyers. You know what I mean? Give me an example. Like it could be anything. Artistry don't always have to be like art. You know what I mean? It could be anything that's creative that maybe wasn't there at one time. Think of it like being a magician, because that's what it pretty much is. Yeah, we got the magician here. Right behind the strip. And we got it in reverse. So you guys will be honing in on some talents and some creative abilities or potential talents that you guys have already had, just didn't know. Because that's what Jupiter could also be, healing any insecurity that you've had for a while. It's going to intensify, but it's also going to make you question why you're afraid of doing it. Like, let's say that you want to, this would be, tarot's easy for me. So let's say that you guys did tarot, right? And you wanted to come up with, let's say, new ideas, or you wanted to present, let's say you want to present your channel differently, or you want to present your content differently, or you want to sell different products, you know what I mean? Or something like that. You know what I mean? You just want to try your other skill sets out and just see what can happen. You're going to get over that fear of like taking action on things, you know what I mean? Because we got a Judgment in reverse, Magician in reverse. So you guys will get over that fear, and it's going to come through partnerships, other partners that are coming into your life. They're going to be important because the Jupiter energy is here. So they're going to have a lot of influence over your emotion and your psychological or your psyche, the way you view yourself, the way you view situations, what maybe have a blockage to you at one time, or was like confusing for you to maybe like take action on at one time. Because I seen the King of Wands earlier, which is also a mentor. So even if they're not necessarily like a mentor, it could be just a lover who already has conquered those fears. You know what I mean? Which is very similar to what I said yesterday. But that's what y'all got going on for May. Basically, somebody, either partners, romantic interests, friends, coming in to inspire you guys, to motivate you guys, to mentor you guys, help you through confusion or uncertainty, help you trust your feelings and your emotions, help you sort through those feelings and emotions. There's going to be reconciliations. Judgment is here, which can mean forgiving, forgetting. What's already been done has been done. You know what I mean? So we can, we can move forward or what? You know what I mean? So some of y'all may just like overlook like what's happened already. Some of y'all may just do this for sex. Y'all may just overlook these people's their red flags just for sex. You know what I mean? Maybe they have control issues. Maybe they're very manipulative because we got Magician in reverse. We got the Strength in reverse. We got the Judgment in reverse and the Four Swords. So some of y'all on a break with somebody who you guys are probably going to renew the connection with. Some of y'all through sex. But if you're not having sex, then it would be through like a conversation and talking. You know, they may hold back really saying what's really on their heart. Again, it's a manipulative tactic because this somebody's going to try to adapt to be what they think you want them to be. Because it's a Virgo, it's a Magician in reverse. And then the Neptune energy has to do with a confusing dynamic because you can't really see clearly. You know what I mean? It kind of resembles a past connection, but it also gives me like a vibe of like, this could be anything. So during the month, and this can entail with your creative ventures or creative projects or money-making ideas, it'd be the same thing. It's where it's like, it feels like I failed before in the past, or I've tried new things and people didn't respond the way I wanted them to, or situations didn't shape out the way I wanted them to. But then I'm thinking about this being possibly anything I want it to be because my imagination is so like active right now that I think I can make something happen. You know what I mean? So you may be torn between that because lovers can also be torn between yourself too. Torn between two, which doesn't always have to be people. It could just be two opportunities, two choices, two pathways. A life-changing decision would be made because the Judgment is here and the Lovers. You know what I mean? So you may take a little bit of time to ponder or think about it, or you guys have already considered this, or somebody has already considered this, and then they're just kind of like waiting for the cues or waiting for maybe you to take action, or they're waiting for the power struggles between y'all to end, or they're waiting for maybe a conversation or something like that. You're just going to, because the Neptune's here, you're just going to have an intuitive nudge about what to do next. You'll just know it. You'll be able to, because that's what the whole lesson is behind this. That's healing. The insecurity of not knowing how to trust on your emotions or trust your instincts or trust your intuition. So that's what you guys are going through this month. Intensifying of your psychic abilities or of your intuitive abilities. All right. Your artistry may get better. You know what I mean? You guys may be becoming a lot more vivid, having more dreams. You know what I mean? Just maybe hearing stuff, smelling stuff. You know what I mean? Clairaudience, clairsentient, all that shit. You may just have all that shit because Chiron can also be like a strengthening of spiritual powers that you guys have. So Gemini, Leo, Virgo, Gemini, Scorpio, Libra, Virgo, Pisces, Scorpio. All right. So some of y'all might try to become content creators if you guys were thinking about it. That might be why I was talking about it like that. Because sometimes it's like, I think I got the ability. I think I got the skill set, but then you just be scared because the strength was in reverse, which is like somebody who doesn't have the confidence, doesn't believe that they can create that. Well, it's the same thing as a magician almost, but it's like I don't have the confidence to like carry on or to like maybe face embarrassment or to like assert myself in situations that I desire. So, you know, it's like I don't have the charm to like win people over. So you just give up. So some of y'all may try to like use your creative abilities. So Cancer, there we go. All right, so Cancer, what'd you say? I tried to hit the like. All you gotta do is double tap the screen. Yeah, all you gotta do is double tap the screen if you're on your phone. You ain't even gotta do too much. You said noon, you gotta get 7K back. I gotta get 7K back? Well, oh damn. How I do that? How I do that? I'm gonna look real quick. I don't know. If it worked, it worked. Let's see. Let's see if it worked. I just Googled it. No, I don't know. I gotta find her on the comments or something. I don't know. Was she back? I didn't see it. Hey, what's up, Serotonin? Tony? I don't know. Dang, 7K gonna be upset with you, Marie. All right, so anyway, you guys will be working on some core issues. We got Virgo, Scorpio. You guys will be getting to the nitty gritty, to the deeper issues, the core wounds that you may have been like dealing with. This could also be a renewal too, with like you guys maybe taking care of yourselves. You guys maybe taking like first steps first, or like dealing with what needs to be like dealt with. You know what I mean? So whatever. But also, I think you guys are maybe even starting to like clean up, or maybe clean up your image, or clean up like just like what you would consider to be maybe toxic traits of yours. So this can include like maybe a renewal of like taking care of your health, renewal of maybe having more of a pattern. This could be a sleep pattern. This could be a like a regular consistent routine. You know, you guys are maybe like starting to settle in more with yourselves on a deeper level, where you're starting to be able to trust your abilities. All right, South Node, there we go. South Node, you're dealing with stuff that you maybe like suppressed before, or just never dealt with before. We got Scorpio, so fears of intimacy, fears of vulnerability. You guys are like handling those, and these may turn into a skill or like a talent that you already had for maybe getting to the core issues with deeper people, with other people. Just maybe in conversations where you're able to. So I guess maybe throughout the month, you guys will be having intense, deeper conversations, or like looking at your previous patterns with introspection, because that Virgo energy gives me like a hermit energy, even though it's just an oracle, but it gave me like a hermit energy because the South Node is here, which has to do with your past or your old habits or repeated patterns and shit like that. Potential stagnancy, where it's like you may see it because you're used to doing it, but you never like, you know what I mean? Is that you, 7K? You back? I think I figured it out, Linus Kitty. It may not take a whole week. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. But I don't know. You guys gotta find her. I don't know. I just have to look after the live. All right. Luckily for her though, I do be saving the live, so she'll be able to watch it. We sorry, 7K. We sorry. All right. So anyway, again, because the Scorpio energy is here too, so some of y'all could be getting into maybe a sexual connection with somebody from the past, or having a sexual little thing this month if you guys were trying to get your rocks off. All right. Could be because Scorpio's here, could be a taboo connection, which could just be taboo that maybe you told your family and friends you're not fooling with this person no more, or this was not your type, or this was like somebody you feel like you shouldn't be dealing with. You guys may still be indulging anyway. You know what I mean? Or they'll be like finding you sexually enticing. So even if it's not just that person or a person, it may be multiple people finding you guys to be sexually enticing. Because Scorpio can mean that you guys are having a little bit more sexual or sensual energy radiating off of you. So it could be Aquarius or a Capricorn that you guys are dealing with. This may be somebody who you guys are keeping your distance from, or somebody who's keeping their distance from you, or somebody who you guys cut off, or 5 of Wands. You guys may have had an argument, or you guys are having an ego battle, or having some type of conflict between y'all because of 5 of Wands. This may be a fuck boy, but this is somebody, some of y'all, you may like the sex with this person, or you just may feel like this person does it for you, because we got the devil here, two of swords in reverse, 4 of Wands, 5 of Cups. So maybe like the way this person maybe treats you, or the way that you feel about this person, maybe gives you the ick, but like you guys are attracted to this person because the Scorpio energy is here. So, and if it doesn't give you the ick, maybe there's like a moodiness, or like a, I don't know, maybe you guys hold a grudge with each other, but you guys can get over it maybe quickly. I don't know. Scorpio is not like a sign of getting over it quickly, but I don't know. I just get that this is somebody who's hasn't like accepted the way the relationship is between y'all, or doesn't want to. That might be what it is. 2 of Swords is like, because at first it would have been somebody who was not uncertain. It would have been somebody who's indifferent. Like, I don't care if we ever talk again. This somebody actually cares. You know what I mean? But they just don't know how to maybe express it, because we got 5 of Cups in reverse. So it's maybe somebody who hasn't really processed what's happened between y'all. They may just try to push it down, and you may be doing the same thing. That might be what it is. That might be what it is. Because we do got the 4 of Wands here, which is also that soulmate energy or mirroring energy as well. So that might be what it is. You guys may be mirroring each other, mirroring maybe this cold, detached, distant, nonchalant vibe. So even if it's not like a beef that y'all have, it's just a power struggle, or it's just like a tension that maybe not spoken, because Scorpio energy is like it's not spoken. And sometimes attention can just be attraction, because the devil's here. Like you may be a temptation to them, or they may be tempted by y'all. Like maybe it's like just for old time's sakes if it's a past person. And if it's a new person, then it's just somebody who's like wanting to like cross that line. There was maybe potential stagnancy in the relationship, but now this person is seeing maybe the relationship possibly landing into like a more honeymoon stage where maybe they're wanting to get to know you more. They're wanting to date. They're wanting to spend time with you. You know what I mean? It's maybe most likely for sex. There's something that they want. You got the devil in the 4 of Wands. That's like a one night stand. And then the stars here. This could be like a once. Some of y'all's maybe like a once in a lifetime opportunity. Some of y'all is maybe a celebrity. Because whenever I see Scorpio too, this is also somebody who has influence. So if there's not somebody who is a past person who's important to you, then this is somebody who has like influence over your emotions. You know what I mean? And maybe they remind you of a past person or a past experience that you've already dealt with. What's up, 7K? We thought you was a goner. We thought you was out of here. We glad you back though. All right. You said you get anything. All right. So anyway, yeah. So some of y'all are going viral this month in May. It's May right now, yeah. So some of y'all may be going viral for creative projects, gifts, skills. You guys may be just drawing in a lot of people because 5 of Wands could be like you drawing in a lot of interactions. So even if it's not necessarily, like I said, one person, then you're drawing in a lot of interactions because people are finding you guys to be sexually alluring, sexually appealing, like tempting. You know what I mean? So maybe it could just be the way that you dress. Because sometimes, like I said, Scorpio is more of like a skin bearer. So maybe you guys are just showing more skin or just like maybe having a strong eye stare or just giving this allure. Just, you know what I mean? People just want to jump y'all bones this month. You know what I mean? Or it's going to be your vibe. You know what I mean? Your personality is going to shine too because the stars here. So your personality is going to shine a lot more. And it's going to feel like a renewal. So some of y'all, it is a renewal of a relationship, but then in general, it's just a renewal. Maybe your hopes, your dreams, creative projects. You guys start becoming intense about like maybe the stuff that you're into. Some of y'all may be getting into like fighting or like sports or just becoming active because I feel like you guys are replenishing your health or replenishing like your what maybe once made you happy, what once like lit you up at one time. You guys may be going back to doing those things. That's what I mean. You know what I mean? Marie didn't mean to. She'd be having her phone in her pocket. You know what I mean? All right, so yeah, also there could be jealousy too though during this time. So you guys got to pay attention to that because you may be getting like snarky remarks from people. Because, you know, Scorpio always attracts jealousy, even though you're not a Scorpio, but y'all may have Scorpio placement somewhere. So Scorpio does attract jealousy. And some of y'all is because of the partners that you guys may be attracting or because of the attention or the interactions or the compliments. I mean, yeah, it is. It's compliments. It's for your compliments, texts, messages, stuff like that. Maybe people are putting emojis and shit under your pictures or saying, you know, fly shit that maybe like your ex boo-boos can see or something. I don't know, you know what I mean? Or your future boo-boos can see or people who want to be your boo-boos can see. It's kind of like that. Like you're getting a little bit more attention this month. And I say a little bit more, but it could be a lot of bit more for real, for real. You know what I mean? You just may play it down because this may feel uncomfortable because of that South Node. It's meant to get, it's like, well, I don't know. Maybe for some of y'all it's usual. The South Node is somewhere where you're comfortable at. So maybe it may be something that you guys are used to, but it hadn't happened in a while. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, sex is something maybe you're used to, but maybe it hasn't happened in a while. Something like that is happening. All right. So you guys will also find it easier to express your frustrations, and it may not. I mean, it may not be in a healthy way, but like once you guys get that emotional like cleansing out, then it'll be like a brand new start. So some of y'all may have to have a little confrontation with somebody you love and care about, and then after that, you guys have a fresh new start. All right. So it's a Capricorn, Libra, Aries, Scorpio, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo. All right. So that was a long ass week. Yeah, that was a long ass week. It was so quiet. Kitty was quiet as hell. Yo, you gotta have that second account. That's real talk. I know. Hey, Marie, where you go? I know Marie ain't leave. You know when she did that the first time, Kitty, she felt so bad. She slid. She was like, "I'm so sorry." She ain't mean to. She really don't mean to. She be just having her phone with her. You know what I mean? Oh, there she go. All right. All right, there it go. There it go. Look, Marie, she don't be meaning to. All right, so we's on Leo. So let's see, Leo. Something having going on with work. You guys are getting maybe more structured, more consistent, more reliable at work, or becoming more driven, more ambitious. You know what I mean? Starting to take like cross your T's, dot your I's, starting to find a little procedure, or starting to find like a program. 6th house came back out. Starting to find a program that works for you. All right. Oh, we got Capricorn again, but this time we got a CEO. So some of y'all are about to go up in your career. All right. This could just be like you guys maybe starting to plan a lot more, becoming a lot more organized. You know what I mean? This could be like cleaning up, straightening up around the house, you know what I mean, tidying up your appearance, like making sure everything is just as it needs to be. You guys may notice that you're on time a lot more too. You know what I mean? Like this punctual stuff. You know what I mean? It's like you have more structure, more discipline. You're staying on focus, staying on task. It's like you guys, if you had ADHD, you don't have that shit no more. At least for May. You know what I mean? That's how I feel like. So you guys may become also a lot more cautious with like where you spend your time at. Like it's like organizing. Like you guys maybe it's like a growing phase. It's maybe like a maturity phase for y'all, where you guys maybe just want to keep stuff like tidy and like so you kind of know where it is. So maybe you're like putting your keys up on the wall more and like, you know what I mean? Just shit like that is like happening here. All right. So also you guys maybe really, I think this month you guys may really be focused on work. Because we got 7 of Pentacles here in verse, star in verse. So maybe you guys had like a large expenditure or a lump, like had to spend out money. Maybe there was like there may be like issues with money. Like maybe you guys were like impatient, waiting on progress. Potential for that is coming. You just got to keep the faith. You know what I mean? So I guess you guys, so Aquarius can also be like you guys have to do things differently. All right. We got Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So you guys maybe again, like money may come in, you may have to spend it back out when it comes in, or situations just aren't like turning the way that you would like them to right now. Sometimes it could just be like unexpectedly having to pay bills. You know what I mean? Stuff that just kind of comes out of nowhere, because 7 of Pentacles in reverse can be like skirmishes over money. Like there's issues over money. We're complaining or like I'm disputing money. There's disputes about money. So there may be a dispute about money. So maybe it's on hold or on delay or something like that. It's going to be an unexpected breakthrough with it though. So there could be a granted motion, granted order or something along the lines of that. I'm getting, we got 10 of Swords here. Everything is fine. And then 8 of Wands. So communication you guys are waiting to come through in May will probably come. It'll come like after, like maybe at the end of May. It may come at the end of May where you're like, God damn, I'm sick of it, because we got 10 of Pentacles here too. So large expenditures, large bills, or like information that you guys are waiting on. You guys may be spending a lot on like the shit that you need. You know what I mean? Also, family functions. You guys may be around a lot more family or hearing from family a lot more. Also get that too. Like I feel like progress is going to slow down, but this is good for y'all because this is where you guys are able to like pay attention to your responsibilities or your day to day. So like it's almost like I'm gonna say like a wind down for now. It's not even a bad thing. A wind down. You guys could just chill out. Like you may be more focused on work, but it gives you an opportunity to really focus on what's important to you at the moment, what needs to be done. You know what I mean? So you're not like overwhelmed by like this moment after this and this moment after that and that moment after this. Even if you're going through that right now, with the Tower here, you guys are gonna have a breakthrough, and the 8 of Swords is a tower. I mean, the Tower and the 8 of Swords, you guys are gonna have a breakthrough with the way that you're viewing your problems, how you're dealing with your issues. Like what's the real problem? Like what's my issue here? Like what's really holding me back? What am I not seeing? You guys are gonna be like starting to notice those things, like starting to notice where you overlook the obvious, and then start, because the Justice is here. I mean, the Judgment is here, which is basically just divine alignment, just like starting to see the clues, starting to read the painting, what do they call the writings on the wall, starting to see the signs, like, okay, I need to do these. And then just starting to follow that, you know what I mean? So it'll be a lot more signs about where you guys need to go so you can stop running into these hangups or running into these issues. You know what I mean? So you're going to learn a deeper lesson and maybe not giving up. That might be part of it too for some of y'all, because some of y'all maybe was ready to throw in the towel at a moment or like earlier at some point. You know, maybe this month you guys were like, man, if this don't do what I wanted to do, it could even be a connection. But sometimes it could be a job. It's like if this job don't turn out how I wanted to do and I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, I'm going to quit or I'm going to find something else. You know what I mean? It's going to be unexpected breakthrough. Sometimes that tower can be a viral moment if you guys do social media or like post content in general. Maybe just on your Facebook, you just go viral one time or some shit. That's a possibility too, because this could also be like you guys are now being able to see things that you didn't see before, which could be experiences. It could be like seeing the world in a different way. The Judgment is also a new philosophy that's being born and how you view yourself in the world. You know what I mean? So you're like it's almost like a glow up or a grow up in a way. All right. I guess you guys may also be taking care of your health is a 6th house thing. So taking care of your health, eating, maybe your diet, your nutrition gets better. Like you guys maybe find a lot more discipline with that. Like maybe you guys aren't reaching at the end of like 9 o'clock. You guys aren't going for the Funyuns or whatever your favorite fruit snack is. You guys aren't doing that. You know what I mean? So yeah, I guess it's just slow results for y'all this month. So like things may speed up. We know what it is. It's like is gradual results, but it's incremental results. That's what I mean. Incremental results. So it doesn't all come at one time. It's like a little bit at a time. You know what I mean? A little bit here. Even if this was like getting money or payouts or like having to pay bills, it's a little bit at a time. It's not like all your big expenses at one time. It's a little bit here, 50 here, 200 here, maybe 1,000 here. You know what I mean? Like I'm giving you examples. Like you have to like and it can be frustrating. But by the end of the month, you guys will start realizing like, man, okay, I see what's causing these issues or what's holding me back, and then you guys are able to solve it on your own. Eight of Swords is here, or you could be just getting help. A savior may come in. Somebody may help you, save you, or lend a hand, because the Judgment could be somebody who lends a helping hand. It's like guided, what do you call it? Heavenly guided help, or some heavenly guided something. It's something like that. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah. Also, you guys may build a little tighter connection with the people that you see regularly, day to day. Maybe you guys overlook each other, or don't really pay attention to each other, or don't really talk to each other. You guys may have interactions. You know what I mean? Just like here and there. It may not be consistent, but like here and there, they're waiting on an opportunity to open up the lines of communication between y'all. You know what I mean? We got 10 of Swords in reverse, 8 of Swords. Somebody who's waiting on a moment to say something to y'all, to bring the conversation up again, or to get over whatever hardship or difficulty y'all are. So if you guys aren't talking, they want to get over that. You know what I mean? They may have an issue with them being the one to initiate. That might be it. You know what I mean? So you may be triggering this person's insecurities around like communicating, talking, you know what I mean? Rejection. They don't want to deal with that. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn, Virgo, Scorpio, Sag, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Gemini, Aries, Scorpio, Pisces. All right. Also, if you guys be gambling, you guys might want to stop that shit for a little bit. Stop that shit, because you guys will chip yourselves away little at a time for no reason. All right. So, Virgo, what can you expect for the month of May? Oh, yeah, of course. Thank you. Some of y'all are going to have a relationship at work. I seen 7th house and 6th house. So you guys may be growing closer, again, like Leo, growing closer to the people that you guys see frequently, regularly, building relationships with them. These will be relationships where you guys keep your independence, but also still work together. You know what I mean? The relationship between y'all actually probably is intended to make sure that you guys are comfortable, like on your own. Like you guys may be forces by yourself, but like when you guys get together, it should be a more of like harmonious time. So maybe you guys are also learning how to go from being single to being in a relationship by the friends and the connections that come into your life. These can be romantic too, but these may be people who are also sticklers for like specifics, very like nitpicky. You know what I mean? They like attractive partners, and they like very pleasant partners. They like generous partners. They like, you know what I mean? They like, I said attractive. Yeah, they like that. You know what I mean? They like partners who are thinking about them. So they may be like people pleasers. You know what I mean? Or you guys may be dealing with this during the month of May, where you're feeling like a people pleaser. You know what I'm saying? Where you're wanting to like take care of others. You're noticing what they need. You're showing up more reliable for them, but it makes you feel confident in the relationships that you're in. So it could be you, or it could be the people that you're dealing with. So like at work, people are going to want to work with you. They're going to want to help you. You know what I mean? It's because they find you to be attractive, or they find you to be easy to get along with. You know what I mean? So like normally these would be people who do whatever they do by themselves. But like once they get around you, they're like, you know what? Virgo, I like fucking with you. I like having you around. You're really easy, really cool. You know what I mean? You treat me right. I treat you right. I give to you. You give to me. This is this type of energy that you guys may be experiencing during May. Either you may be like radiating this, or the people that you're encountering are going to have these types of energies. All right. So Libra, Virgo so far. But let me get 2 cards to sit out here. Taurus. All right. So got luxury, 6th house. All right. So you guys may be working a lot more, becoming a lot more productive this month. All right, so this could be just like to buy stuff. Like you guys may be working to buy stuff for real, because the Libra is also about aesthetics. So you guys may be working to buy some luxuries, maybe get your feet, your hair, your nails done, maybe buy you a little purse or something, get you a new sweatsuit. Because I'm thinking of 6th house, I'm thinking of it like maybe you buy gym clothes, or maybe you guys are buying quality fabric, shit that you can sit in the house with. Because I kind of get that vibe, like I'm going to sit in the house with this shit. You know what I mean? I'm going to get some nice stuff, and I'm going to enjoy it to me. So you may work partnerships to get it, which could just be like deals, negotiations, contracts again, or business sales or whatever, you know what I mean, clients or whatever. You may be doing something along the lines of that, but you guys be getting some possessions this month, something that's quality. So whatever it is, maybe it's just money, but it can be resources that are useful. You know what I mean? The people who are around are going to want to be useful to you guys, or want to be helpful to you guys. You know what I mean? With that Libra energy and the Virgo energy, or 6th house energy, 7th house energy, these are people who want to be cooperative, helpful, supportive. You know what I mean? They're kind. They're generous. They're easygoing. You know what I mean? And they see stuff that may be a problem for you, and they just go fix it. oh, I got you, I'll fix it. It's one of those. It's nothing too major. All right. So also this could mean that you guys may be feeling a lot more possessive about, or a lot more like protective of your space. So even if you have partnerships, you guys still want to keep a sense of like independence, and your partners will want the same. Five of Wands, Strength in reverse. So you guys could be having a power struggle or ego battle with somebody now. Could be with a Leo, could be with a Virgo, could be with a Taurus. So this could be somebody who you guys were building either a foundation with, or you guys dealt with on a regular, or you talk to on a regular, or they're part of it. Could be a Capricorn, could be a Libra, Taurus. So some of y'all, maybe somebody who you guys are like undecided about, like if this could be your part. Oh, so I was gonna say, some of y'all was gonna say your knight in shining armor, and we got the King of Cups, but I was also about to say your ideal partner. But both, we got the Knight of Cups and we got the Empress. So this could be your knight of, I'm gonna say your knight of shining armor. So it could be your knight in shining armor, but it could also be your ideal partner that you guys may be like undecided about, if you guys either want to pursue, if maybe if you're a man or if you're a woman, whatever, whether you want to pursue or reach out, or whether you want to like go forward with the situation. They may be trying to be strategic about how they like present themselves to you, because it's the Knight of Cups with the Seven of Swords and the Moon. You know what I mean? And the Eight of Pentacles is somebody who tries to pretend like they're not putting in a lot of effort in this connection. But this may be somebody who already idolizes you and already kind of sees the relationship as a luxury, or sees this connection as like, they may view you, either one, but maybe both of y'all. Like you may view them as the ideal lover, and they may view you as the ideal long-term partner, or vice versa. You may view them as the ideal lover, and I mean that you may view them as the ideal partner, like lifetime partner, and they may view you as the ideal lover, like very attractive, aesthetically pleasing on the eye, easy to get along with, generous, charming, you know what I mean, funny to talk to, you know what I mean, hardworking, reliable, knows how to take care of somebody or a partner, you know what I mean? They may view you like that. So they may be like them trying to like, you know, wane in on the connection with y'all, where they're like, it seems like they're investing, and then other times it kind of seems like they're not, you know, because that Two of Pentacles is like uncertainty about how I really feel about this. You may feel this way, or the people that you're dealing with may feel this way. But I do know that they idolize you, or they find you to be very appealing, very attractive, possibly higher echelon, or like the higher quality partner that they've had. So something like that. This means you may have a partner who's going to be very possessive towards y'all coming this month. So they may be trying to win you over. And if it's just like business for some of y'all, because the sixth house is here, then you'll be having a lot more proposals where you guys don't really have to do a lot of work. It may also be like you may be working maybe more overnight. So some of y'all may have an irregular schedule, because I was looking at that irregular schedule, you know what I mean? Where you're working like overnight, or you're working like just weird hours. Maybe you're working like 2 to 7, 3 to 9, you know what I mean? Like, you know, maybe you're just working like these weird ass schedules. Seven of Swords is like preparing, but not knowing what you're preparing for. So somebody's preparing to like approach you guys this month. It may be multiple people, because you do got 2 people here. So maybe multiple people, but these are people who you either have built a routine with, a schedule, or you work with, or you know them, you know what I mean, in a regular way, something along the lines of that. You know what I mean? They may be well-dressed type of people, because I got the Knight of Cups and I got the Empress. These are usually like very well-dressed people. Any court people are well-dressed, even the pages, you know what I mean? They ain't have a lot of money, but they put it together, you know what I mean? Old pieces with new work, you know what I mean? That's what they was doing. All right, so you guys could also be maybe doing better with your finances too. Two of Pentacles is here upright too. So you guys could be getting better with your finances, becoming more practical again with how you spend. You know what I mean? Possibly just because you'd be like, you know, I feel like it's just a changing of your schedules, because Two of Pentacles give me like that. I changed my schedule up. So maybe you were doing it in the morning, or you were working in the morning, and then you guys are working at night, or, you know what I mean? Something like that. I kind of feel like the schedule would change up during the month of May. Or just like, I don't know, maybe I don't think your circadian rhythm can change, can it? I wanted to say that with the moon, I was thinking like you change with the moon. So maybe it's your cycle or something. Maybe your cycle is changing up if you're a woman. You know what I mean? But anyway, you guys will be feeling more attractive, or just more like loving of yourselves, or more like understanding of yourselves, and maybe understanding of your partners, or partners are going to feel more understanding towards you guys. It could be an apology, because we got that with the Knight of Cups and the Moon. Somebody could be strategizing to maybe pursue you guys, or come back and apologize, or try to win you guys over. I kind of get that vibe. It's a strategy though, so it may be subtle. It may not necessarily be like an apology. It may be an act of them like maybe confessing feelings or emotions, flattery, something like that. All right, and this could be coworkers. Maybe people, like I said, people you see every day may just flatter you or some shit. So it could be Pisces, Sag, Aquarius, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Libra. All right, almost felt like I was just running in circles there. So that might be also part of what it is, because that Seven of Swords is somebody who, when they do approach you, they're subtle about what they say, and they kind of like talk around the main fact of what they're saying. So that might be what it was. That might have been why I was going around and around and around again. Like, what the fuck? Get straight to it. All right. So Libra. Oh, let me get some of this ice water. That's good. Damn. Ice water. All right, so Libra. What can you guys expect? North Node, Taurus. All right, so, oh, thank you so much, C-Mac. Ooh, piece of candy. All right, so North Node. So this means you guys are about to have a learning curve to learning something new when it comes to maybe making finances, maybe to living more comfortable, maybe to when it comes to like asserting or creating boundaries, or it could be even like harvesting something, not harvesting something new, is planting something new. Taurus is like get like greenery or like gardens, or so maybe you guys are getting outside a little bit more, or like maybe getting into nature a little bit more. Again, want to see things differently. So you guys just want to detach. You guys may be like getting into your imagination a lot more, becoming a little bit more curious. You know what I mean? Starting to analyze things that maybe at one time were confusing to you. It starts to make sense. This could also, for some of y'all, this could also be a relationship where it was a little bit confusing before. You guys may start to like, I would say, tolerate their opinions, or they may start to tolerate your opinions. So maybe a relationship that you guys were dealing with that was like, maybe there were no clear boundaries. Maybe there were no clear intentions. Maybe we never really said how we felt. Because Aquarius is here with the Pisces energy. And anytime I see, or Neptune energy, anytime I see Neptune energy, it has to do with not maybe being able to understand feelings, being overwhelmed. And with Aquarius next to that, that's hard for somebody who may be Aquarian or like detached, nonchalant, or stoic. So if it's you that's that way, then you guys will be like delving into your emotions, dealing with overwhelming feelings, and then trying to like look at them from a more analytical or look at them from a more detached perspective, trying to understand these things. So like they're deep feelings, but you may be trying to understand these things. Also, you guys may be taking a more innovative or more outlandish way of doing maybe your art or doing things creative wise. Like you can be letting your imagination run wild, just trying different things. You know what I mean? Maybe you like imagining different scenarios. Also, you guys are gonna be having interaction with that person I was just talking about. So it could be an Aries Leo. So whoever you have a confusing pattern or relationship with, or had a confusing pattern relationship with, you guys may be having a more diplomatic approach or conversation soon, where you guys will be listening to each other, tolerant about what the other person says. I got a Five of Wands here in reverse, so there's going to be a peaceful resolution between y'all, or we're just not going to beef about. We'll suppress what we were frustrated about, because for real, with the Ace of Wands and the Five of Wands, there's still attraction here, or there's still an interest to like deal with each other or to like interact with each other. You know what I mean? So maybe it's like we want to work with each other, we want to play with each other, we want to text each other. There's like a still desire for doing that. It's just a confusion about why you feel that way. So you guys may be taking that detached approach when it comes to the relationship, because why do I feel this way about this person? You know what I mean? It's not really making much sense. This person may be too overly emotional. Maybe they're too clingy. Maybe they're not receptive to my needs or my feelings. You know what I mean? Maybe they're moody. You know what I mean? Could be an Aries, could be a Scorpio. Maybe they're moody. You know what I mean? Like like you may analyze your feelings a lot this month because of the interactions that you're having. These can be friends. Like maybe they're, because the Five of Wands could also be silent jealousy or competition at times. Like it's meant to be friendly, so it may not necessarily be like overtly like competing with you, but like we may desire the same thing. Like I may be attracted to the same woman, the same man. You know what I mean? I may want the same job. I may want the same success. I may want the same recognition. I may want the same attention, the same flattery, the same slice of pizza that you got. I may want that. It could just be jealous because of competitiveness. You earned this, or you are earning something. You know what I mean? Or you guys are learning a lesson through the tension with this person or with these people. All right. So some of y'all could be even a mother because of the Queen of Cups. So it'll be that. You guys may be like suppressing feelings and emotions, but like examining why. Why am I doing it? So you guys may get triggered this month emotionally. Like you may feel like people are nagging, or because we got Queen of Cups in reverse, and then we got Three of Pentacles. You may feel like people are not supporting you guys. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn, you could be dealing with a Virgo Capricorn. like you may feel like people are self-motivated and like they're only showing up when they want something or need something for you guys. Because the Tower's here in reverse is it's a just being triggered, but like not really sure why you're being triggered. Maybe because of the unexpectancy of the situations that you're dealing with, maybe because of the overwhelming feelings that are brought up in the situations that you're dealing with. Maybe because of confusion of not knowing what to do or why it's happening. Because Neptune could be like just like being disheveled or disoriented in the whole situation. And the only like approach that you may be trying to take is like more of an Aquarian, detached, step back, let me observe, let me listen, let me think, let me process. You know what I mean? I need to take some time to myself. You know what I mean? So during this month, that's what you guys may be doing. Because you guys may be like I said, kind of like letting your imagination run wild with you at times. Or somebody who's let their imagination run wild with you guys is going to unexpectedly drop in or interrupt you guys and try to be a part of your process. This may be somebody who wasn't really helpful in the past or wasn't really like, they had their own agenda or their own intentions in mind for why they wanted you around or why they didn't come around or why they weren't helping or why they were inconsistent with like maybe their input or with their help or whatever. There may be like them coming out. I know you guys will have, we'll have a heart-to-heart conversation here. All right. Because you guys will get your frustrations off your chest. Because we got Gemini here, we got Leo in reverse, we got the Queen of Wands in reverse. So some of y'all will have that with the Tower. It just be like unexpectedly. Then some of y'all's gonna be like unexpected, like maybe like an ending. I'm not gonna say a brief ending because it may not be a brief ending because Tower is uncertainty. It could be rebuilt if we choose to, but with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, unless you guys have a conversation or some of y'all, if you guys have sex, then you guys would be talking about like working it out. That might be that. That might be what it is. Maybe that's why this person even tries to reach out with the Queen of Cups and this Tower reverse. They may even try to reach out or try to interrupt you guys or try to like delay you or distract you guys from like healing. You know what I mean? Or try to sabotage you guys from healing from them. I think that's what that is. Like it's confusing. You guys have a pattern with somebody this month where they're trying to like sabotage or keep you from healing or from like not needing them. You know what I mean? They need your emotional reassurance or they want you to want them for emotional reassurance. Something like that is going on here. All right. So, and then you guys may also notice that people are being a lot more friendly, a lot more social with you. Like you may be kind of confused about those interactions because we do got the Lovers here in the Queen of Wands. You guys may be feeling, maybe you may not be feeling as attractive, but like people will be like, hey, I like you. So maybe you're just wearing like sweatpants or some shit, or you're just like not really feeling it this month, but people will be finding you guys attractive or finding you guys to be like, I don't know, well put together. You know what I mean? So there could be insecurity around your appearance, but I don't know why, because people are going to find you guys attractive. You know what I mean? Maybe because you're used to your body or you're used to being you. So it can be like that. All right. Yeah. And that is that too. Thanks, Marie, for saying that too. Because, yeah, Queen of Wands reverse is sexual aggression or sexual frustration. But we got the Lovers right behind it. So I feel like whoever's reaching out to you guys has that motive to like fuck on y'all. So they may bring something in hand or like do something for you. Maybe they try to fix some shit or try to use money or try to use some type of resource or something like that to get their foot in the door because they intend to interrupt your healing process, you know what I mean, and try to fuck on you. So could be Pisces, Cancer, Virgo, Capricorn, Leo, Sag, Gemini, Aries, Scorpio, Cancer, Aquarius, Pisces. All right. Let's see. Scorpio, what can we expect for the month of May? Month of May, gonna be a union, gonna be a confusing relationship because this person is gonna increase the quality of life, but like, where do we stand? You know what I mean? Like this person comes in and they amplify whatever you have going on. It could be people or situations that are confusing, but like they increase the quality of life around you. They increase the circumstances in your life. You know what I mean? Some of y'all may be tapping into your artistry or going into like an artistry joint venture with somebody or like a creative venture. You know what I mean? Something artsy, which could just be like maybe you guys are going on a date. You know what I mean? And painting wine bottles or some shit. You know what I mean? It could be anything. You know what I mean? The Pisces can be a romantic energy too with conjunction. Conjunction just means that there's an amplifying of energy or coming together with somebody. So whoever you guys are coming together with this month, this may be somebody you idolize or whoever idolizes you. But they're going to be, like I said, increasing the quality of life or increasing the quality of experiences that you guys are having. Also, because Neptune is here, you guys will be having a lot more intuitive nudges or having a lot more of intuitive sense. You know what I mean? Maybe seeing stuff that you didn't notice before. just kind of picking it up, not knowing why you're picking things up or not knowing why you're feeling how you're feeling. All right. Also, we got Virgo. Now we got Lilith too. So, we got somebody's tempted by you guys. Could be a coworker that you guys are dealing with, or somebody who sees you guys consistently because they're Virgo. It's not the sixth house, but what I just read was somebody who's analyzing and planning, and what they're planning is sexual liberation, or what they're planning is like to unleash untamed, untamed, what do you call it? Untamed intensity, or I was thinking their libido. So maybe you guys are also like maybe practicing abstinence. Some of you are practicing abstinence, but then others of you are like maybe practicing like maybe your sex moves or some shit like that. I don't know. I kind of feel like you guys are like starting to maybe take care of your sexual energy, but it's like maybe you're not necessarily being like abstinent. It just kind of feels like you guys are being maybe more responsible with like maybe where you like indulge at. Maybe that's what it is. Because like it's like it could be sex, but it could also be like where you indulge at, like where you indulge your time. You know what I mean? Like because it's going to give you a sense of well, I just have a brain fart, but I was thinking of independence, but it's not just independence. It's a sense of empowerment. That's what it is. It's going to give you a sense of empowerment. So that might be where the confusion comes from as well, where it's like, I never felt this way before. You know what I mean? Like you're taking care of yourself more. You're like, and these things that like, maybe these are things that you always wanted to do for yourself, which could just be like spa days. I think of Virgo sometimes like somebody would take spa days or Libra too, but we don't have Libra. But like maybe self-care days, you guys are doing more of those, like doing more of what you like, spending time doing more of what you like. So maybe by yourself, but I also kind of get the vibe of like somebody's planning to try to like sleep with y'all. You know what I mean? Like they may be seeing you guys as a temptation. Some of y'all, somebody who sees you guys regularly. There's somebody who is like very particular about their partners too. So it's not just like a run-of-the-mill type of person either. This is somebody who's very like strategized and like they feel like they put their bid in or put their time in with you. So like I'm not gonna say that they feel like they're like entitled to it, but I guess you know what I mean. Maybe you may feel like you're entitled to it because you guys have been maybe like abstaining, or you guys have been taking care of yourselves. Maybe your health is getting better. Maybe your appearance is getting better. Maybe you're ready to freak off a little bit. We got a tower. We got a 5 of Wands here, 10 of Pentacles. All right, so this could be just maybe like community events or neighbors. Maybe you guys are hanging out with your neighbors. Maybe you're getting to know people in your building if you guys live in apartments, or just getting to know people who are like around you. Maybe your peers. I think you guys are maybe starting to like interact with your peers soon. Like you may have a sense of independence, but like it's also like a feeling of maybe dominating in a way with your peers. Like they may be also feeling maybe left behind by you, or maybe some of y'all are feeling left behind by them. But I kind of feel like they may be feeling left behind by y'all. They may be feeling like you guys unexpectedly released them, maybe for a new friend group, new family group, maybe a new following. You know what I mean? Maybe you guys have more like a following behind you, people who want to give to you guys. You guys don't have to like invest as much into relationships because this month you guys are gonna be having a more of like an independence, kind of like I do what I want for me when I want to. Like you're not looking to people please this month. This month, you guys may be like underappreciating people, expecting them to give you more than what you give them. You know what I mean? You guys may also be spending a little bit more on the things that make you happy. You know what I mean? So maybe you're buying luxuries. You know what I mean? Or maybe you're just getting things that are like creature comforts, which is kind of like Taurus, but it's not creature comforts. It's just things that like kind of symbolize your hard work, whatever you've been doing that was like hard for you. Because it's a sense of empowerment that I'm able to get this now. So like let's say you bought a Benz, or you bought a necklace, or you bought candles from Bath and Body Works, or whatever, you know what I mean, or from Yankee Candle, wherever you know what I mean, whatever you want to do, you just maybe got this stuff, or you did something for yourself because it makes you feel empowered. So you guys may be spending some money out, like money may be coming in, but you guys may also just be spending the money out as it comes in because like, look what I done for myself. I feel good about this. You know what I mean? So it won't even be like a bad thing that you're spending this. It probably would be good to save it, but like, you know, 10 of Cups is here. It's a happiness. And then we got High Priestess in reverse. So there may be rumors about your relationships, or you guys going to be having like a don't ask, don't tell type of relationship with somebody. It could be somebody who you guys are, maybe it's like a one-sided connection. Maybe some of y'all maybe like a pay to play. Because we got a High Priestess here. We got the Taboo. This may be somebody who spends money on you guys to come around and like, you know, maybe they take care of like your responsibilities. Maybe they buy you stuff. Like this month, like I said, you guys will do stuff for yourselves, but like also the connections that you have, people are going to be giving you more, or you're going to be expecting that from them. You know what I mean? So you may be having more of like superficial connections, relationships that aren't really built on like love, trust, and anything. Is built on transaction. So this could be good if it's like business. You guys could be feeling more empowered by like, maybe the customers, the patronage, the support. People give you stuff and you don't have to do too much. You know what I mean? They idolize you. They maybe see you as somebody who's like, higher echelon that other people aren't able to know on the level that you know them or that they know you. You know what I mean? Like people may pay you to have that like access that other people aren't having. So think of it like, let's say we did like tarot. I got memberships. It's like people booking to have more memberships, you know what I mean? Or booking to do personal readings or booking to do one-on-ones or, you know what I mean? It's that, you know what I mean? Where, and at the same time, this could be like they give you extra, they give you tips, they put more onto it or something like that. Like you'll be spending the money because it's money coming in, you know what I mean? It's money coming in, it's money going out, but you feel good about it, so it don't really matter, you know what I mean? You could just be getting superficial pleasures this month, which could be sex, it could be drinking, it could be parties, it could be dating people who maybe at one time were like, off limits to you or just out of your reach at one time. They could be revealing more about themselves to you. Like there's just a feeling of you being like off limits or being a temptation to people. And at the same time, they may idolize you and view you as like their wish fulfillment. You know what I mean? So there's also, like I said, family functions and like get-togethers. Somebody else going to be more of a following too with this Ten of Cups. I always see it as more followers, or like if you're in the spotlight now, then it's going to be like a cult-like following of people, which can even just be like 5 people who just like, sing your praises every day. They like your pictures every day, or they like your posts every day, or they comment every day, or they, you know what I mean? They send you money every day. It just be that. Maybe you have like some Johns or some Cindy Lou's who be sending you cheese every day. You know what I mean? Whatever. So it could be Aries, Scorpio, Capricorn, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Aries, Scorpio, Pisces, Virgo, Taurus. I seen Sag, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. So could be them. All right, all right. What's up, Tiffany? Tiffany Ward. Okay, so Sagittarius. Tiffany, we already did Libra, so you gotta go back and check that. Sagittarius, you guys could be having a partnership coming up your way. Again, it may be a work partnership, or it may be with somebody you guys see consistently. Because I've seen Vesta and I've seen Virgo. But this could also mean that you guys are becoming a lot more passionate about like taking care of yourselves, or a lot more passionate about your independence, a lot more passionate about your needs, becoming a lot more like focused on what your needs are, and becoming a lot more astute to these things. So you're learning through every interaction, maybe every bad relationship, maybe every conversation, maybe every experience that you have by yourself or with others. You're going to be recognizing like what you need in the moment. You know what I mean? So also this could be like you guys are maybe finding something that you guys can focus your time on that's bringing more passion and more zest for life into your life. All right. What's up, Channel Tarot? All right. So what we got? Neptune again, dreams. Oh, in 12th house, you guys may be having some crazy ass dreams. All right, this is deeply intuitive this month. So this month, you guys will be facing some fears, dealing with some irrational emotions. This may be like highs and lows that you guys are dealing with. This may be feelings of maybe being isolated, feeling like nobody cares, feeling like you're not getting anywhere, feeling like things are just like all doom and gloom. And then other days you're going into like, hey, anything's possible. I feel like amazing. I feel $1 million. You know what I mean? So your health may be like feeling like it's like up on the up and up, and then the next day maybe you feel like you're sick. Like what they call that, where you start like maybe you look on what is it, WebMD, and you look up like, let's say you scrape your elbow. You be like, what does it mean when I scrape my elbow? They be like, it could be gangrene. You be like, are you serious? I gotta cut my elbow off because, you know what I mean? Like you guys could be like overthinking things that may not really be that bad. Seeing things that really ain't even there. That might be it too. But it could also be you guys are seeing things that like could be there. You know what I mean? Because it could make you deeply intuitive, but it can also be overactive when it comes to your what do they call it? Psychic overload. So it could be overactive intuition, or not. I mean, can you call it overactive intuition? It's an overactive, like it's paranoia. That's what it is. So you guys may even have like paranoia. You know what I mean? But during these times, these are meant for like deep introspection and deep looks at self. So during this time, you guys are gonna be looking at yourself. You know what I mean? That's what it is. Maybe when I seen that Virgo, you guys, like I said, taking care of your health. You guys may be looking at some of your repeated patterns, like maybe addictions, maybe drinking alcohol, which could be addiction, maybe gambling, maybe overspending, maybe like a need for partnerships, maybe a lack of need for partnerships. You know what I mean? Like any of that. You guys could also be looking at where you sacrifice yourself for others, or where like, you know what I mean? Yeah, Five of Swords. So there's conflict. So there'll be conflict with somebody who you guys are maybe upset with at this time, or there's gonna be a talk. They're gonna want to try to talk things out. Could be Aquarius, could be a Leo. So it's somebody who you guys either are attracted to, or somebody who's attracted to you guys. Some of y'all, somebody who gave you guys mixed signals. There could be, because the 12th house can be a connection where it may be confusing, but we just feel devoted towards each other. We just feel connected. We don't really know why. It's unspoken. It's just there. This just feels like my soulmate. It just feels right, even if it doesn't really mean it's right. You know what I mean? It just feels right. Because the King of Wands could be somebody who is devoted to somebody else, but this may be somebody who's very attracted to you guys. You guys may just kind of feel a bond to them. Like if you're single, or even if you're in a relationship, you just may feel a bond to them. Sometimes it even be like a supervisor, a manager, a leader, a boss, somebody who you would like to like see them take charge in a situation or step up in a way that you would like them to, but they're not. You know what I mean? So there may be that cycle that you guys are repeating this month, because we got Six of Pentacles here. So some of y'all may feel like you guys are being breadcrumb, or you guys may be investing in other relationships, and this is making this person jealous this month. Or you're going to be seeing this person investing in other relationships as an intent to make you jealous, because the moon is here. You know what I mean? They may be feeling like the relationship between y'all is over. We do got the star here, star in reverse with the world. Some of y'all are going to be losing some weight, or your appearance is going to be changing. This could just be body recomposition, or which doesn't mean you're losing weight. It could just mean that maybe you're gaining weight, and then you're just like recombinant. So maybe you're getting thicker in the ass, thicker in the hips, breast getting bigger, head getting bigger, you know what I mean? Cheeks getting bigger, whatever, legs, thighs, whatever, arms, you know what I mean? You know, or you could be slimming down. It's one of the two, you know what I mean? But like, it's just like you guys are gonna be looking at the repeated patterns and looking at what is working for you and what's not working for you. Because when I seen Virgo earlier, that is a sign of a perfectionist, but it's a sign of somebody who looks at what has worked and what doesn't work. So that way I can like make it better. You know what I mean? So you're gonna be looking at yourself from a deeper aspect, but like from a more introspective aspect of like, why do I keep doing that? And every time I do this, it doesn't get me where I want to be. So you're gonna be like looking at what isn't working and then applying yourself in a way that is going to get you the results that you want. But also, because we got Six of Pentacles here in reverse, you may not really be appreciating some of your successes that you guys are going to have too this month. Like you may not feel like it's enough. Like you may not feel like you've done enough. Because that's what that Pisces energy could be too. It's having unrealistic expectations for yourself in situations like, you know what? I don't feel like I made enough. I don't feel like I was praised enough at work. I don't feel like people in the street told me, hey, beautiful enough. I don't feel like, you know what I mean, the person I'm in a relationship who's acknowledged me enough or hasn't invested enough. You may feel like that. And then sometimes Six of Pentacles could, well, I don't really feel that way, but maybe you will feel this way during the month. You may feel like as soon as you get money, it's going out. That might be also what it is. You may be feeling that feeling like, as soon as I get money, it's going out. Like you could just be feeling moody this month, where it's like you want somebody around, but then like when they're around, you don't want them around. You know what I mean? Or you only want to give them the bare minimum of your time, or you only want to invest a little bit of your attention at the time, and you know what I mean? But then also at the same time, you guys will be getting a lot of attention, a lot of admirers, a lot of like praise, a lot of like good news, and like more recognition by the public, but also by people who see you guys regularly. And they're going to be basically telling you, good job, or you know, like praising you. And you may be feeling like, was it Virgo I did that for? Where they're like, I don't see it. I don't feel it. Oh, maybe it was Libra. So maybe you guys have Libra tendencies too, where I don't see what makes them go so crazy about me. You know what I mean? So maybe you're just going through this phase where it's like you're becoming like Pisces energy can just make you be more pleasant, like softer features. So even if you're older, you look a little bit younger this month. So this, like I said, so some of y'all are losing weight or changing your diet or sleeping better, getting a routine, looking at those patterns, like not stressing as much. Like you go through bouts of it, but it's not as bad because you're starting to like realize like what's wrong, and let me deal with this. You know what I mean? So you guys are facing these things head on. All right. So yeah, you got a new experience with a past person or a new experience with people who've been around you the whole time. They're gonna reveal themselves to y'all this month. All right. They're gonna try to be vulnerable with y'all, which could just be anyway. Maybe just saying hi, maybe just hanging out, maybe coming back, 12th house could be like endings and beginnings, but sometimes it's like people who try to create closure when they don't really want closure. They just, maybe they just want you around. They just need you around. They miss you. Queen of Cups in reverse. They may just miss you. Maybe they miss what you brought to the connection. So could be a Capricorn, could be a Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, Pisces, Cancer. All right. Yeah, that Neptune energy keep coming out. Let me make sure I shuffle this up real good so we don't keep having that. Y'all dealing with a lot of confusing patterns in relationships where you guys be feeling unappreciated and all that good shit. Would you say I don't need any? Oh damn, I messed that up. I don't need any closure from past people. Stay as going. They gotta give you a little closure. You need just a little sample of a closure. You know what I'm saying? See, Matt, you just need a little sample. Just let them come by and say sorry. Just give you a little sorry. You know what I mean? All right. Hey, what's up, Miss B? All right, so Capricorn, what's coming your way? Healing potential. All right, so you guys may be potentially healing some type of insecurity you guys had around a natural talent that you guys have. So situations, because Sextile showed up first, it just means that situations or people or events will be showing up to be supportive, cooperative, helpful, allow you to be a lot more communicative, allow you to be a lot more social. The people that are coming into your life are going to be doing this for you, or you're going to be learning that you have this capability to do so, to be so. All right. This could also be more inspiring and creative energy coming your way. So you guys may be just like, maybe going out on a limb at times this month. So we got, okay, Sag. All right. So these are bold principles, bold actions you guys are going to take. Yeah, bold ideas. We got Sag energy, we got Mercury. So long distance, short distance trips, becoming more optimistic about the way you think or the way that you perceive situations. This could include problems. Maybe you guys are also working with like technology or getting a lot of text messages. This could also be like you guys are maybe getting messages from people long distance or dealing with foreign people, foreign affairs, learning something for sure from experiences though. So maybe during traveling, you guys are going to pick up little tiny nuances. Or by like getting outside your comfort zone, you guys are going to start noticing little patterns, a little, like little stuff that you didn't notice before. You know what I mean? So maybe you start noticing like how they set up phone wires, telephone lines. You're like, oh, okay, when this pole is here, this means it's a phone line. And then this over here is a transformer or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? You just kind of start recognizing stuff. You just learn experiences from traveling, and you learn experiences maybe from other people who may be foreign, you know what I mean? Or something like that. This could even be like you guys are taking on like a foreign philosophy where it's not like everybody else here, you know what I mean? But like you created it yourself, you thought it up yourself. So this could even be like you guys are learning how to maybe apply these principles or this belief that you have, a philosophy that you have. Because Mercury is here too. This also represents your personality or the way you view things. So, or the way that you express things, communicate things, thoughts, you know what I mean? Stuff that you've learned. So your personality may change. You guys may have more of like an outgoing, jovial, loud, or very talkative and communicative. Like you may say bold things. You may say bolder things. That's normal for Capricorn. But you guys may say bolder things. You know what I mean? Like it may be hard for you guys to, well, no, we got Gemini here. So I would say it may be hard for y'all to watch your mouths, but it may not be because Gemini is here. So you guys may be a lot more, you may have a lot more tact. That's what I mean. So you may be saying bold things, maybe even cussing a little bit more, but you may be having a lot more tact. Like it'd be the right time to say these things. And because we got Sag energy here too, you guys might become a little funnier. You might be a little bit more of a jokester this month. All right, so what we got here? Seen that. We got 8 of Wands, so that's good news. So it's going to be passionate communication coming our way, travel, trips, but it could just be suitors. It's usually romantic suitors. And I was thinking that too because I was saying that Sagittarius could be like a long distance relationship some of y'all are having. So some of y'all may be having a long distance relationship and they may come to see you this month. All right. So that you may talk yourselves into it, or they may talk themselves into it. 7 of Swords, Justice, they may talk themselves into it, talk themselves into coming to see you or something like that, strategize to come see you guys. For some of y'all, it's to get over a hardship or to get over a difficulty between y'all. So it could be Aquarius, could be a Libra, could be a Gemini, Virgo, Sag. So there's somebody who's optimistic about the they're optimistic about the relationship. So you're going to hear pleasant communication from somebody you would like to hear from. All right, this could be multiple people because of the Eight of Wands. Like maybe you're getting multiple messages from people who you may view as a big deal, important to you. You know what I mean? Or you're gonna be getting multiple messages from like maybe other. Cause I seen the star here. Some of y'all could be celebrities, could be influential people, bosses, managers. Good news, like stuff that you were hoping for. Cause the star is here. Wishes and dreams that you guys were hoping for are coming. So some of y'all may be also getting decadent stuff. Maybe it's the way you eat, or it's, I don't know what decadent is. When I think of decadent, I think of that Ferrero Rocher, like the candies. I don't even know what decadent really means. I'm thinking like luxury maybe, or like luxury food, candy, something, clothes. I don't know. Decadent. That's what I was hearing. All right. Also, some of y'all may be giving up on smoking or giving up on like, maybe it's overindulging then. Maybe that's what you guys are giving up on, overindulgence or something like that. Because we got the star here. Because I was thinking some of y'all may start treating your bodies like a temple or start like revering your body. The star is here, which is a glow up card in this deck. So it's a glow up card that's happening. So this may be, like I said, some of y'all, maybe you guys are getting your health together because of the star, or your personality is becoming like more active. Because I said that earlier, like you guys may be like talking louder or becoming a lot more like, it's almost like a spokesman if you're a woman or a man, like a spokesman. Maybe you guys would get a job as a broadcaster or something like that. You're getting good news in career with the Eight of Wands, you know, but it's also pleasant communication from romantic suitors if you guys were looking for that. Would you say cakes? Yeah, I love a little cakes. All right, Seven of Swords, also dealing with your issues, your problems. You guys would be skating over whatever complications you guys were dealing with this month. So Gemini can also mean you guys are able to perceive your problems a lot clearer. Like you can problem solve a lot better. You know what I mean? And you'll have the optimism to know how to take action on whatever those situations were. So this month, you guys will probably be feeling like anything's possible for you. You know what I mean? And your mind will be clicking. This may be like a racing mind because we do got 10 of Swords, which can give up anxiety. You know what I mean? So that's why I say some of y'all maybe either give up smoking or maybe some of y'all restart smoking. Because the star can also be a renewal. So maybe that's it. Maybe some of y'all give up smoking, but then some of y'all maybe restart smoking. All right. I know somebody's trying to initiate having sex with y'all or initiate trying to renew the connection between y'all. They're trying to get over a difficult period between y'all, trying to get over maybe an ending. Maybe there's like a conversation that they don't want to have with you. They just want to kind of like renew the relationship. You know what I mean? Like, let's just forget about whatever happened. I don't want to really say anything about it. I'm finding you attractive right now, or I'm finding you very appealing right now. It's your personality. But it can also be your body, too, because of the star. But it's your personality, really. It's going to be shining a lot this month. And the way you guys communicate, talk, socialize, the way that you guys think, the way that you guys deal with situations, the way you view yourself in situations, all that's going to be changing this month. All right. So, obviously, you just maybe more mentally agile. You know what I mean? And a lot more bolder to take action on the things that you want. Or you're going to notice that people are around you doing that. And they compliment you a lot with the Eight of Wands. They're going to compliment you guys a lot. They may compliment the way you think. They may compliment the way you take action. They may compliment your bold choices or whatever. You know what I mean? They just may, you know what I mean? You'll just get a lot of like validation or maybe even recommendations. All right. So could be a Sag, could be Aquarius, could be a Libra, could be a Gemini, could be Aries, Leo, Sag, Aquarius, Virgo, Sag. All right. You guys may also be getting a lot more curious too. You know what I mean? Like wanting to explore. I think that's what like kind of leads y'all into it this month, is like wanting to explore, wanting to expand, wanting to see new things, like wanting to like just expand your horizons. Like, you know what I mean? So that might be part of like what brings us all about y'all way. Would you say you just go already? They not, who gonna go? They not fitting to go. All right. So Aquarius. You loving these reads? All right, it's going to be a transformation of a philosophy that you guys have had. There could be an ending of one and then a new one. This one is going to be built towards maybe building closer, nurturing, loving relationships that maybe resemble maybe more of like the way that you grew up. If you grew up in a more loving, nurturing, you know, I mean, most of us do, but even, you know, if not, this is you being able to parent yourself or being able to nurture yourself in a way that maybe you should have been done as a child. So the relationships that are coming in, they're going to nurture your spirit in that way, nurture your inner child in that way. So they may be very nurturing, very loving, very receptive, very understanding. You guys may have very familiar patterns, meaning that we do the same things. We look for the same things in comfort. You know what I mean? Like they feel motherly, even if they're men, they feel motherly or they feel just safe. All right. You guys could just be feeling that way in your body because the fourth house can also be your physical body. You know what I mean? That could be a part of your home as well. So maybe you guys are feeling maybe more comfortable, safe in your body, but it's also like a philosophy. So I think you guys are learning an experience from maybe like starting to get to know your body. Maybe that's what it is. We got Trine here. We got Scorpio. So that's your sexuality. So you guys could also be feeling a little bit more freakier this month. I'm about to say this year. So maybe all year you guys are feeling freakier. All right, but it also could mean that it's very easy to have sex if you guys wanted to, but it's also very easy to get into like deep connections that would be beneficial. The people that you guys are attracting or that will be attracted to you guys will be beneficial. They'll be expansive. They'll be supportive. These would be lucky people too. So you could deal with the Scorpio so far, but these would be lucky people. And whenever I see trine, it also gives me like a Sagittarian energy because they represent most of the Sagittarian principles of synchronicity, good luck, rewards or beneficial rewards, perfect timing, expansive. That's like all like key words for when it comes to trine. So that's something that you probably like will be experiencing, like expansion, lucky opportunities, weird, uncanny like synchronicities. You know what I mean? Stuff that you didn't really plan for, but like it just all lines up just right. You know what I mean? So you guys will be getting some of your desires that you want this month. All right. So maybe these are secretive desires, or maybe this is just things that you've obsessed about so much that like spirit, the universe just brought it into you guys. Because this month you guys are gonna be magnetic. All right. So you could be dealing with somebody who's very manipulative or just views you as like very sexually enticing. They're gonna be trying to be good vibes around you. Yeah, look, Knight of Cups, four swords. Knight of Cups is a seducer, so that's what I said. You better be pursued or being courted by somebody who finds you guys to be sexually appealing, attractive. Could be a Libra, could be a Pisces. Some of y'all is maybe somebody you guys are on a break from or just not talking to. You know what I mean? Like this may be somebody who's possessive over you guys and jealous, but they're going to be moving the connection very quickly. Yep, 5 of Wands. So you guys are also, if you do like whatever, this is online, just has to do with more interactions. So if you do like content and stuff, this is more interactions, more comments. You know, you guys get more of a competitive edge. Stuff just starts flowing because trine is here. Just means stuff just starts flowing. You guys can become more active. Maybe you guys start doing like a buddy system or like becoming buddy with somebody. You know what I mean? Like it starts off as like witty, playful banter, and then it leads into more. Some of y'all is gonna be somebody you guys are holding a grudge with, or somebody who's holding a grudge with you guys. Maybe you guys are arguing at this moment. It's like a timeout. You know, maybe you felt like they used you, then moved on. So maybe you guys had like a sexual connection, and then you felt like they got what they wanted, and then they moved on. Or maybe you did this to somebody else. Who knows? You know what I mean? But I do get you guys changing your environment a little bit, or wanting to change your environment. You know what I mean? Going on a little bit more trips, road trips, going to parties, like random ass parties too. Just being invited, not knowing that you were going to go there. Just people just like, hey, yo, there's a barbecue at 4 p.m. It's 3:30 right now. You're like, what? Yeah, right now. You might as well come on. We go on the west side. There it is. So it's like that, you know. So you guys may be changing your environment or wanting to get outside of your current environment just to kind of like expand. There's going to be a desire to expand, but you're going to be attracting these experiences so that you can. Sometimes, even if you don't necessarily leave the environment, then maybe you draw in people who are from a different environment, who kind of like share that Sagittarian energy where they can, even if they're not Sagittarius, they share that energy of like maybe they came from St. Louis and then they share what St. Louis was like. Or maybe they came from Egypt, then they share what Egypt was like. Or maybe they came from Saudi Arabia and they share what it was like there. You know what I mean? Like maybe you don't get outside your comfort zone to go there, but like the people that you run into and you encounter, they share these experiences with you. You know what I mean? So I do get that because we do got the Chariot here too. So that means there's success in your work and your career soon. 3 of Cups, celebration at work, parties, shindigs. Could even be a new car for some of y'all or a new position. Because trine is here, it just means like a bunch of lucky opportunities or situations are just going to be falling into your lap. You don't have to do anything. You're just very magnetic during this time. So people may even be like, you know, maybe fighting for your attention. If these are past people, they're going to be trying to like fight their way back into the relationship, trying to force you to move the relationship forward. You know what I mean? Maybe because like of some type of success that's happened for y'all. Maybe it's an achievement that's happened for y'all because of the Chariot. Maybe it's an achievement that's happened for y'all, and the 3 of Cups is here because it's a celebration, so it is some type of recognition or something like that. But it can also be it's a reconciliation also, like I said, with somebody else, maybe with a friend or with a previous partner who you guys may have felt was using you, or you may have felt like just gave you uncertainty in a relationship. Maybe they had 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You know what I mean? They drive a nice vehicle, nice truck, nice car, or you guys may be getting a nice vehicle, nice truck, nice car, or going on some type of trip. we'll say it, going on a trip, going on a cruise, maybe to see a partner, maybe to reconcile with a partner. Yeah, Six of Swords in verse. So it is somebody coming back towards y'all. It could be an Aquarius, Cancer, Aries, Cancer, Sag, Scorpio, Leo, Scorpio. There may be like a guy's night, girls' night, random trip. Like you're gonna have random trips. You know what I mean? Some of y'all may not go, but like people are gonna try to get you guys outside your comfort zone, trying to get you guys to be on the move, to do stuff. These may even be some people that you may not be that fond of. Like these may be people who you feel like compete with you or don't really like you. Maybe they talk about you or they betray you at times, but like they still want you to come out anyway, still hang out. You know what I mean? Five of Wands isn't always a negative card, but with Scorpio here, it does give like a jealousy and like secret animosity. But like we're still friends. But like you get the girls I like, or you get the girls I mean the men I like. You know what I mean? Or you get the opportunities I like. You know what I mean? Like people kind of like succumb to your whims when you're around, and I don't get the same treatment. You know what I mean? So that might be also what it is. But like, at the same time, they still be around because you guys make each other better. Like that steel sharpens steel. Even if it was like a romantic partner, they may be angry with you guys, but they'll be getting over it. You know what I mean? It'd just be a grudge that they just hold on to, but like they won't like openly show it with you. They'll be smiling and happy and glad to be back around you. And you know what I mean? They may remember that this happened between y'all, but like I really want you around. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. So it's a reunion that you guys may have. You guys may express some thoughts, talk, do renegotiations, or go back over, bring it, like maybe continue where you guys left off at, whatever that was. Maybe they reply back, maybe you reply back. It's nothing too major. It doesn't go too far though, but it does move kind of fast back to wherever you guys were at before, because that's what trying can mean in a relationship. Like even if we had a toxic connection, whatever we did before when we broke it up, we just go right back to that. You know what I mean? So maybe I haven't heard from you in 5 years, 10 years, but as soon as we hear each other's voices, I'm like, oh, you back, what up? And we just back. We may not have even talked about what our real issue was between each other. We just, you know, I mean, maybe we forgot, or we just didn't care to confront it. And now we're like, you know what I mean? And now we're back, you know what I mean? But like, we're used to this pattern between us. So whatever pattern you guys had, they're used to that pattern. So that's the pattern that you guys may continually do again. But maybe this time you guys, it may just like, it's like the honeymoon phase, because the Three of Cups, it's like, I'm happy to be back, but I'm not happy to be back because we need to talk about this. But like at this moment, they don't really know how to make sense of their emotions, or they're not really like in that space to be able to express it just yet. Because the Five of Cups is here, meaning they haven't accepted what's happened between y'all. And the Temperance is here too, which means they're not really at peace with the situation. They want to resolve it, but don't really want to be the one to push it just yet. So could be a Sag, could be a Cancer, could be a Cancer, could be an Aries, could be a Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio. All right. Yep. This month, people may be feeling very emotionally possessive towards you guys, or you guys may just be overindulgent as well this month. All right. So, you guys gonna be going on dates. I seen fifth house and I seen trine, so you guys may be easily picking up dates, easily finding friends, finding like entertainment very easily. So maybe you guys are finding fun things to get into. Maybe there's invites to go out, parties, celebration, hanging out. You know what I mean? We got the Virgo here, so this is also taking your time. So you guys may be planning, analyzing about the things that you guys are wanting to take action on. So maybe you guys are coming up with plans, strategies for the next, like, I don't know, if you have creative ventures, jobs, maybe jobs lined up. I don't know. Just Virgo and Scorpio energy is like, or Mars energy is just planning to get things done. But you guys could also be holding yourselves back, because that Virgo and a Mars energy and Mars placement is not a good placement. It's an overthinker, and you really have to like cross your T's and dot your I's for them to even take action on this situation. Mars is about impulsivity, and Virgo is not an impulsive sign. So you guys may be overthinking some of your moves, but like having opportunities to like express yourself, having opportunities to like let your hair down, to have fun, to just like assert yourself, or to like go after things that you desire, that you want, or that you feel you need. So maybe you have spurts of it then. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe you're just going to have spurts of it where you're like going after what you need, and then maybe you're only going after enough like what you need for the moment. You know what I mean? Well, we got Capricorn here, so the devil. So that devil could be overindulgent. So maybe you are getting what you want. This could also make you more ambitious, more self-empowered, more confident. You know what I mean? That or like more obsessive to have what it is that you want. Because Mars can also be obsessive too. So maybe it makes you more obsessive about what you want to have. This could also be you guys having more sex, or just having a lot more of a sex drive where you just desire sex. So even if you aren't having sex, maybe you just desire it. Because Virgo started off first, and Virgo could be a prude, or they could be like a loner. So maybe you guys are fucking yourself a lot. Stop that shit. Nah, you ain't gotta stop it. It's yours. Do what you want to do. But you know what I mean, maybe it is. Maybe it's like a sexual frustration, or it's a desire for sex, or a desire to express yourself in a way that feels unbridled or untamed. You know what I mean? You guys maybe like tempering it down, but also maybe finding a new way to like maybe channel that energy or in a way that seems a lot more maybe respectable, or in a way that seems a lot more, I don't know, just maybe acceptable, maybe useful to you. Maybe you're going to try to exercise it in a way that feels more useful. That was crazy, right? That was crazy. I know I threw you off with that. He was like, what? That was crazy. Somebody spit their water out. Yeah. Yeah. All right, yeah, here we go. You got temper. We're not temperance. We got the Hierophant in reverse. So that's a changing of your behavior patterns or your value system. So you guys may be acting a lot more rebellious. So I guess you guys aren't going to restrict yourselves as much. You guys are just going to take action on. Yeah, we got dinner dates and everything. Dinner dates. People looking to build up. Your finances are going to build up, though. Your finances are going to build up. That's good. We got Eight of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles, to the Judgment. So some of you are going to be building up some finances, able to save some money, able to make some great investments. Or you're going to be having a date night with somebody who's like maybe trying to give you the signs to move this connection forward. It could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio, Aries, Taurus. Somebody who wants to give things away to you guys. Some of y'all may be younger, or just maybe somebody who's a personal trainer, or somebody who works out, or somebody who's older, because I got a King of Pentacles. So it could be somebody who's older. Somebody else, maybe a coworker. It could be anybody. Customer, client. I say coworker? Yeah, I said that. Anything, you know what I mean? Neighbor, roommate. Because I know people now just have roommates. So it could be neighbor, roommates, you know what I mean? With the Hierophant here, you may be dating people who are not your usual type, but you find them to be attractive, or you just like their ambition, you like their persistence, you like their drive. You know what I mean? Some of y'all just maybe want to get outside of your comfort zone when it comes to dating. So you guys may just be trying different stuff, not being too specific. I mean, too nitpicky or too critical about the partners that you guys have. You guys may be actually helping level up some of your partners, or helping like your partners start to take care of themselves more, or helping like them with their independence, with their drive, with their motivation. You may be inspiring people. You know what I mean? Or the people that are coming into your life this month are inspiring you, because the Eight of Pentacles is here, which means you're going to be making steady progress, either financially or physically. So whatever you're working on, you're going to be seeing evidence or like results of it, like manifesting into reality. Like, yeah. So like maybe it took you 2 weeks to clean your living room, but like we see it now. You know what I mean? Maybe it took you, I don't know, 3 days to wash the dishes, or whatever, however long it took you to do like the shit that you need to do. As long as you get on it, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? You will get on it, and then you'll start seeing the results from it. You'll start seeing a lot more progress. You guys also maybe start honing in on a skill set, or just start becoming a lot more like diligent about like your day-to-day tasks, what needs to be done. You know what I mean? So I really feel like you guys are gonna be able to stack up some money, save up some money, or make some money. This could be a job for some of y'all. You know what I mean? Because the Hierophant is here, which could be a job. It could be a non-traditional job. So maybe it's like an under-the-table job, where you guys are making money under the table. You know what I mean? So that's great. If it's tax-free money, we love that. It could be that. You know what I mean? We got Judgment here, which means it's a life-changing opportunity or a life-changing situation that's coming. Could be the person that you're dating, like the relationships that you're having, or it could just be like the experiences that you're having because of you taking action. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius, Virgo, Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Scorpio, Taurus. A lot of earth energy, and the Hierophant is here, which means that your value system or the way that you believe things need to go are changing, or you guys are inspiring that in the people around you. The way that they believe things have to go, they're changing for them. You know what I mean? And they may be watching you and studying you, or analyzing and planning to like, some of y'all ride your coattail. Because they may look at you guys as mentors, like unofficial mentors, or just maybe somebody who comes into your life as a unofficial mentor, one of the two. So it may go one of those ways. I don't know which way it can go, but it's just the energy of it. All right, you guys will be becoming a lot more determined too, and a lot more like practical with your steps and how you apply yourself, or apply these new actions, or take action. Like it'll be impulsive, but it's coming through the lens of a Virgo, which is like planned, organized, strategic, step by step, brick by brick. You know what I mean? I built this shit. That's how you'll probably feel by the end of the month. Like, I built this. Because we go from the Eight of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles to the Judgment, which is looking at yourself from like a expansive view, or looking at yourself with having like a higher, what do they call it? I'm gonna say like you hold yourself in higher esteem, but it's not that. You have a higher perspective of yourself, like a bigger perspective of yourself. Like, I believe in myself. I believe in my abilities. I believe in my talents. I believe in my drive, my ambition. You know what I mean? It's like, I won't give up. So it's like a survivor vibe that you guys are going to have. You know what I mean? It kind of pulls into your animal nature or your survivalist instincts. Even if you're not in like a petty mindset or poor or doing anything like that, it's just like, I'm going to make this shit happen. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to be in that type of energy. Like, I'm going to make it happen. So it's going to come off as unorthodox, because some of the moves you guys may be taking are not moves that are usual to you. You know what I mean? Like, maybe you guys are not impulsive like this. Maybe you guys are not aggressive like this. Maybe you guys are not assertive like this. Maybe you guys are not very like keen to the details, because that's not really a Pisces trait, but maybe you guys are exercising this now. Maybe in business practices, maybe in relationships, you know what I mean? Maybe with your routines, your schedules, your programs, you know what I mean? You guys are starting to get on the ball. So you're going to notice that about yourself this month. You're starting to get on the ball, and you're breaking certain belief or behavior patterns that weren't helpful for the goals in mind. You know what I mean? So your hard work is going to pay off, y'all. You may have helpmates that come in too. So it could be on the Aries, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Possibly a Leo. I said Aries, Scorpio? Yeah, possibly a Leo. I know you guys will be getting some type of recognition or some type of validation for the work that you guys have put in this month, this May. I mean, yeah, this May. I don't know why I want to say March, but all right. So thank y'all so much for rocking and rolling. It's almost 10 o'clock. My dog is giving me eye stare. He's giving me strong eye contact. And I know what he's saying. He's saying, you took me out at 2 o'clock. How dare you wait till almost 10 to take me out? This is abuse. And I would agree with him. So I'm fitting to take him out so I don't abuse my boy no more, because he's staring me down. So quietly staring me down. Anyway, y'all, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Marie E. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you all. I love y'all. Love y'all for this. Love y'all for the support. I'll be here again tomorrow. I've been thinking about doing a pick a card, so tomorrow I may do 2. I gotta do, oh shit. Well, tonight I'm gonna try to come back and I gotta do those. I gotta do the zodiacs. Dang, I forgot. And I got a personal reading I gotta do real quick. Let me get this out the way. All right, I'm gonna see y'all in a little bit. Appreciate y'all.